Hi, I'm Katie Jackson, and round 2 is headed your way.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Mitch Stott, welcoming you back to the Southeast Gassers Association Race Recap series of videos here on YouTube. We're back with new cameras, new camera angles, and loads of new excitement coming to you from Knoxville, Tennessee. The Southeast Gassers Association and Knoxville Dragway, sponsored by Summit Racing Equipment, Hoosier Racing Tires, Ram Clutches, The Hub Saver.
Hi, I'm Mark Hackett, driver of the Mercury Poison Superstock Comet, and get ready, round 2 of Superstock competitions coming your way.
Okay, going into round number 2. This is going to be the 2019 champ against the 2020 champ. Robert Pepley, the 4-speed Stampede, is going against Mark Hackett, the Mercury Poison. Tennessee car against the Indiana car. Champ against champ. Who's it going to be going into the 3rd round? Wait for Hackett to come in. Wheels up, start both cars. Hackett, right-hand lane out there first. He's going to advance into the next round.
Mark Hackett doing what Mark Hackett has to do to maintain his slim 2-round margin of points lead in this Superstock. Now, Mark Hackett being the 2020 World Champion, if he can hold on to his points lead this year, and mind you, he's had it since race number 1, Rick, he would officially be the first man in Southeast Gassers Association to win 2 back-to-back championships simply because Superstock runs first.
Yeah.
Now,
he could be the first one.
There we are. Rick Varner in that beautiful, slick, black Camaro looking in on him right there. Superstock, daughter Savannah out front as she always is, and he has got the number 1 qualifier in the left lane.
Danny Bird.
Danny Bird ready to do battle with him. Danny Bird. This is an awesomely wicked fast race car. And he gets a jump on Danny Bird. Should be enough.
Rick
Varner doing his job, Rick. I'm here to tell you.
Taking the number 1 qualifier out in round number 2. That's what you don't. That's why we run these races.
I'm
Just
telling
because
you.
you're the fastest man, you got to make it all go together.
You know, and here is problem number 2 in the water box right now, Ron Allison. This, as you see it right there, ladies and gentlemen, that is Mark Hackett's problem. 2 rounds behind him, a super fast race car winning the last event. All in all, this right here is a serious threat to Mark Hackett's championship. Now, again, Ron Allison, I do believe he is on a bye run, if not a competition single. I'm not certain. What's our ladder showing here, Rick?
He's got a bye run.
This is a bye run, not a competition single.
If he can advance, don't have no kind of breakage, he's going to be going against Varner in the next round.
That's right. Now, for those at home, a bye run is when that is the way the ladder is set up. A competition single is when if you had a competitor and they were unable to make it to the starting line, then that becomes a competition single.
Winner of our last event. Poppy's Toy.
Winner of their last event, as you was just saying there, Rick, but that car sounded like it was a cracking a little bit between the gears. I don't think that's the healthiest that car has ever ran.
Well, it's like I say, he's got to make it to the next.
Rick, you know, one of these guys that comes to all of our races, Johnny Powell, with the that bearing retaining little device that he developed, invented, that has saved countless wheels and bearings and people stranded on the road, and no telling how many lives by passerbys or people in the other lane or simply riding behind a trailer. And here I caught up a word with Johnny earlier, doing a little brief description of exactly what this simple but extremely effective product is.
It's called Hub Saver.
The Hub. Johnny Powell, buddy, here we are in Knoxville, Tennessee. You've kind of been hanging out with the Southeast Gassers all year long. We're winding it down. There's only this one and 2 more left. But you know what? The Hub Saver has stood true all year long, Johnny. What a great product you've got. We certainly want to show this to every customer we ever have. And Johnny, you know, I was standing here talking to you just a minute ago, and you've got a piece here that you tested on your trailer, 18,061 pound trailer, and you drove it 46 miles. Now you said with no bearing.
The bearing come apart. That was after the bearing had failed. I had to drive that far to get somewhere to get a bearing, and I had no choice. But I got there, I was able to jack the trailer up, pull it apart, clean it up, put it all back together, didn't damage anything. The part works for what it's supposed to do.
So the founder and the manufacturer of the Hub Saver, the bearing saver, in all reality, you had a bearing failure. What a I don't know what a coincidence, but that wasn't a test for you. That was something that actually happened to you.
That just happened to me after I had to test samples that I had put on my trailer. I was using them. We tested them for about a year on many trailers, and these were on one of my trailers, and the bearing just happened to fail, which I had many fail with me, and I've lost wheels.
How did you know, Johnny, this is a good subject, how did you know that your bearing had failed at a point? What was your alert?
Well, you know, you always pay attention in your mirror, you look at your wheels. When I was changing lanes, I could look back and tell the wheel was kind of, the tread was, you could see it was moving a little bit.
It was cambered out.
Yeah, it was cambered out, but when you got straight, the way this part was designed, when you're going straight, the centrifugal force is going to keep it up on that inner bearing. So as long as you were going straight, it was tracking straight. I could just tell when I was swapping lanes.
It didn't camber out.
Yeah, and then I turned over and pulled in a gas station and I checked it, and I seen what was wrong, but there was nowhere there. I was in New Jersey. I was kind of in the middle of nowhere.
It was nowhere to be.
And so I had to drive. It took me, from that point on, I had to drive 46 miles to get to it was Advanced Auto Parts, and I pulled in the back and I was able to jack it up, take it apart, clean everything up, get the inner portion of the bearing off the shaft, which it did not hurt the spindle. I cleaned it all up, put a bearing back in it, and got back on the road, where in the past I had been stranded.
No question you would have been stranded. Well, Johnny, like I said, what a testimonial that is. And Cody was showing, you know, your product in raw, in bare, and in the hub here a minute ago. But I got to show this, Cody. If this is not a testament, ladies and gentlemen, you can't even hardly see any scarring on this. 46 miles on an 18,000 pound trailer, the bearing was gone, and you can see how that right there saved it with hardly any damage to the product. But it's a whoppingly expensive product, Johnny. It's how much?
Yeah, $38.95 per pack, 2 pack. If people don't have these on their trailer, they're gonna wish they did one day.
$38.95, and that serves 1 axle, 2 wheels. You can't imagine, ladies and gentlemen, what peace of mind and security this is, not only to you, but the ones who are traveling beside you that don't even know you got it. Johnny, once again, thanks a million for supporting the Sega this year, and again, thanks a million for the great product you have created.
Thanks a lot, and thanks for Sega for helping us get the product out there and everything you've done for us this year, and we greatly appreciate it. We look forward for next year.
Well, we'll see you at 2 more races this year.
Oh, yeah, we'll be at every one of them, no doubt. Take care, okay?
Hi, I'm Josh Pruitt, driver of the Youngblood. Seagas Round 2 coming up next.
We're back under competition in the left lane with Larry Floyd and Ben Shaw in the right lane, the Odd Rod pickup truck.
Going against the Stud Muffin, that little high whining 14 horsepower, 280-something inches. Listen to him whenever he gets up there. Everybody goes turning their head down there thinking the motor's going to hang her down there.
And it's amazing that it don't. I think that's about 12.5 on the starting line.
Horsepower, the motor sings and all that stuff, and that's what everybody likes. But you don't really know when he's going to go, when he's going to let go. Their stage.
Larry Floyd, more than Ben Shaw could handle up here in this mountain air. You know, that car is just so tough. And again, it should be. Riding current #1 in the championship points in C-Gas competition is Larry Floyd, and that run right there is exactly why.
Yeah, the Stud Muffin advances into the next round. He's going to either Tim Hall and the Scouted Dog or Alexis Phillips in the Flower Power.
Well, and speaking of that, here they come. You see Tim Hall coming around, heading into the right lane, and Alexis Phillips coming around for the left. This is Alexis Phillips' worst nightmare unfolding before her right here. A first-round victory. But now she has got #2 in the points. One of the most seasoned drag racers on the circuit, Tim Hall, in the Scalded Dog.
Yep, 6 times winner and all this stuff. Always a fan favorite with his big wheel stands out of Abbeville, South Carolina.
A wonderful family, a wonderful man in the National Guard, a school teacher, auto mechanics teacher at school. I call him all the time, an officer and a gentleman. You won't find a better guy than Tim Hall and his entire family over there. Now, Alexis Phillips, young, about 18, 19 years old, the niece of Cynthia Phillips, the one who used to drive the Flower Power, unfortunately losing her battle with cancer later this year, or earlier this year, I'm sorry, and she pinned her niece, Alexis Phillips, to drive this car. And Alexis, a motorcycle racer, she's a competitor by trade. She does all kind of stuff that women normally don't do. She's good at it, but this has proven to be a challenge, and Tim Hall is the man in the other lane.
Scalded Dog, wheels up by both cars. She had a chance, but it was slim, and it's going to be Tim Hall, Scalded Dog, right-hand lane, advancing into the next
taking
round.
the win, no doubt about it, but it looked as though Alexis done everything possible by leaving with him and drove well down track. Sounded like she might have got in trouble with fourth gear, but it didn't matter. At that point, Tim Hall had the lead. Now, in the left lane, Youngblood, Josh Pruitt, this car has been to the finals. It has won races. I think it won a couple in a row this year already.
He's won 10 events in Southeast Gassers.
10 events in the Southeast Gassers.
So
you see
High's
it
got
right
his
there.
hands full right here, but you got to remember, Shannon High did an upset win in the first round.
That he did, but can he do it twice? As they say, do it once. Can you do it twice? Flying High, Shannon High, the 55 Chevrolet out of South Carolina.
He upset the last winner, Billy Wilson. That
Good
first
shot
round.
inside that car right there, Rick.
Yep, Josh Pruitt, though, he's a tough competitor. He won up in Radford, Virginia.
Absolutely, he did. There's a shot of Christy Burkett pulling Shannon into the beams. Shannon is in pre-stage, waiting on Josh.
Josh going to do his thing. That's the way he does.
Aunt Deb pulled him into the beams. Shannon says, I'm ready. Oh, boy, Josh strapped him to the tree. Josh Pruitt all the way down the racetrack.
Up next, we got the final run in here in C-Gas. That's the #1 qualifier, Mr. Larry Noel.
You know, but they've been down this year, and then they was back up. You know, they won a race here 2 or 3 events ago, and then it's like he got down again. And here he is back, #1 qualifier. Congratulations.
2018 C-Gas World
Absolutely, he was.
Back in form and all this
Look
stuff.
inside those beautiful blue windows. There is man and machine in its purest form, pulling forward, mechanical, big old 4-speed gear stick, steering wheel, clutch pedal, gas pedal, as you said. A whole lot of shaking going on in there, buddy.
Yes, sir. You got a whole lot going on in a little short time.
That's right.
See what Noel does, because he's going to have to run Josh Pruitt in that Youngblood car. Looks like a good, clean run there,
Sounded impressive to me, Rick.
Hi, my name is TJ York, driver of the Greenhorn Hillbilly. Second round of P-Gas is coming your way.
He's actually fifth in points with that win and moved him on up. Blackwell bringing that Thunderstruck car out in Ohio and advanced into the semis. He's trying to go into round 3 here against Daniel Haynes, the Patriot, in the tower side lane. Thunderstruck 55 Thunderbird out of the right-hand lane, waiting for him to stage. They're staged, just watch and wait. It looked like the tower side lane, Daniel Haynes, the Patriot, taking that win, wheels up. And next pair of up's going to be Todd Oden, that double down 57 Thunderbird out of Leeds, Alabama. He's going against Ted McGee, the Rocky Top Missile out of Lenore City, Tennessee. He's going to be out of that right-hand lane. Little Chevy 2 against the 57 Chevrolet wagon. Big, long, smoky burnout. Todd Oden really gets those tires hot on that.
This is going to be a battle because you got one super fast car there with Ted.
Well, it could be a finals in any of our events, but here it is in round number 2. So one of these guys is going to have to load up and go home.
No question about it. And you see what I just seen, them beautiful original magnesium wheels on the back of that machine of Ted McGee right there. That's one of the other things you see around here is so much authentic, original, and extremely rare and expensive stuff,
It's
man.
hard to find these guys.
Oh, my God.
Rob Walter brought out some wheels like his dad run on his Willis and all this stuff. He's trying to get those tires on that car. Oden and McGee, who's it going to be going into round number 3? Red light start by Oden.
And you know, I think Ted almost still beat him through, but I seen the pre-stage bulb go out on Todd, and I was worried that he was rolling in the beams, and he most definitely was. Now, here we go. Colby Welch, the last event winner in the right lane, going to be taking on Bamble Lamb, Black Betty.
Bill Revels out of North Carolina.
And going to be in the left lane, the Mercury versus the Ford. This is an all-Ford Fomoco battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a good one. Contrast of personalities. It's a contrast of cars, but I got one thing to tell you. It's all going to come down to the drag race, and there goes the smoky dig of Colby Welch.
Yep. His sister running out there, backing him back up.
And right there it is, Bill Revels backing up after his burnout, getting ready to do the duty. And here comes Colby Welch. Dad Stacy in the back, telling Sister Riley where to put Colby on that racetrack. Watch right here, Rick. You will see the very, very fine, minute adjustments. That is what I'm telling you. When these lovely ladies are out front, they're not out there just looking beautiful. They are doing a very important job. They're following the commands of the crew chief on the back of that car, telling them where precisely on that racetrack to put it. Now, if the driver done his job right, he done a burnout, he put a clean patch of rubber exactly where he's lined up. Look at that shot right there, Rick. A good, clean shot right over the shoulder and through the windshield of Colby Welch. If we can see the tack, you're going to see that baby peg here.
Wheels up start by both cars probably.
Watch the tachometer.
Moonshot.
Goon shot all the way. Colby Welch, a good, hard, clean launch car, moving around a little bit, but not enough to cause trouble. Gear shifts with the order of the day, and there goes the team walking away with another victory in hand. Here comes Ken Rainwater, the Renegade, current points leader by a long ways in the B-Gas competition. Now, in the left lane, yes, is going to be that of Ronnie Sandhuff, the Texas shooter. This is going to be a good drag race, but as I look at these two cars on paper, I've got to lean it over to Ken Rainwater. Now, as we always say, buddy, here at Southeast Gassers, you have no idea what the outcome is going to be. Paper is only as good as what it is, and when it comes race time, that's about worthless.
Well, there's always the red light. There's always missing a gear. So, like I say, that's why they run the races. You can sit there and figure out who's the quickest and all this stuff. Sandhuff, he's done upset one of the guys.
He has.
He might come in here, come drive out from Texas and upset the points leader.
The pride of winning a championship. And, buddy, after this one, there's 2 races left to go, and 2021 will be set in stone. But we do not know who it's going to be yet. But as we stand, Ken Rainwater has the best shot of anybody to take the Big Ass Championship because he has 5 rounds of competition over number 2.
Yeah, if Sandhuff can upset him right here, it'll tighten it up a little bit. Rainwater going to advance again, so he's continuing that stranglehold on Big Ass points lead.
And T.J. York was sitting over there and just swallowed another lump in his throat.
Yeah, he knows, somebody, he's got to stumble ahead of us.
Somebody, yeah. He needs a break.
If I win and he loses, then I can move. But if he continues to win, you have to run him in the finals. Even if you beat him in the finals.
It's only one round.
He only got 1 round.
And there ain't enough races left to make up a difference. So, obviously, T.J. York, he needs Rainwater out in round 1. He needs to win that race basically for the last 2 events. Will that happen? Not likely. Is it possible? Absolutely. But right now, it is Mr. Rundle in the suspect device Plymouth Barracuda taking on Michael Walters in the Papa's Wild Willies 40 Willies.
Yes, sir. Walters in the tower side lane. Rundle's in that right-hand lane.
Right where the drivers and the crew want it. And once the girls walk away, it is all on the driver at that point. He is on his own.
Look like Rundle.
I tell you,
Walter.
Michael Walters sneaking by on the finish line.
Michael Walters.
What a win that was for Michael Walters. If I know, a concrete contractor, I believe he is. And that old guy, he just as cool as they come.
Yeah, talking about T.J. York a while ago, he's got his hands full right now. He's got to worry about getting by round 3.
Oh,
he's
yeah.
got to get by Jerry Birch and that Freebird. So he can't worry about Rainwater. He's got to worry about Bird.
This is what you call shark-infested waters right here, Rick. And T.J. York is right in the middle. He's surrounded by them. He got Birch on the bottom side, and he's got Rainwater on the top. They're coming at him from every direction.
Rainwater's already won. He's got to get by Birch, so this could really throw it.
I'm telling you,
in it, a dagger in it, whatever way you want to call it.
Whatever you want to throw, it's likely to get thrown right here, and York knows it. But so does Jerry Birch. Again, it is almost impossible to rattle either one of these 2 drivers. They are both perfectly calm in their situation. They know what to do. They've been here many, many times. Nothing new here. It's business as usual. It's just who can do it the absolute best or most efficient. That's what this round is going to come down to, Rick.
You got to launch right, you got to hit the gears right, and you got to hit the stripe first.
You got to get there first by all means. Nothing else matters.
Yeah, we had a lot of pedal fest going in the first round.
Right.
This round 2, it's all you better be on your game.
Yeah, there ain't no handicaps, no buybacks, no breakouts, nothing like that. It's balls to the wall. First one across the finish line is the one that wins it. And let's see what happens here. Sega even allows a driver to beat on the guardrail and still be in. He can't cross the center line, but if he beats the guardrail and wins, that's still a righteous win.
As long as you stay in your lane.
As long as you in your lane, that's a righteous win. And let's see what happens right here.
This right here ought to be. This could be a final in any race. But
absolutely.
Trying to get to round number 3. Wheels up on both cars.
Boy, T.J. York pulling out the win. But there again, Rick, when they come by here, I'm telling you, it was Jerry Birch's race.
Yep, it was his race to lose, but York drove around in that Greenhorn Hill.
And you just seen Joey, his brother, walking away there, kind of shaking his head in disbelief. There is the schedule. As you can see, Rick, we started out in March of 20th this year in Holt, Florida, and we're going to beat her all the way down to November the 6th in Shelby, North Carolina at Shadyside. Currently, right now, we're in Knoxville, Tennessee, but coming up October the 16th, Harvest, Alabama, down there in Huntsville. Again, as you just said, a track we've not visited before, but it's a beautiful facility.
It's a beautiful facility, all concrete. So these cars are really going to love that.
Yeah, they're going to be some wheel stands down there for sure, no doubt about it. And, so there again, ladies and gentlemen, mark your calendars. October the 16th, right there in Huntsville, Alabama. If you can't be out there to watch it, certainly sit at home and watch it live right here on southeastgassers.tv. And then November the 6th in Shadyside. If you can't be there, Shelby, North Carolina, to watch it live and to watch these finals and to see how this year-long points battle turns out, Rick. You know, if you can't be there to watch it live, then by all means, tune in live. southeastgassers.tv.
Hi, I'm Chris Carroll, operator of the scales. Getting ready for round 2.
Phillips, the Silver Streak, is at the helm. He's got a bye run. Boy, that is what the competition does not want, is Kenneth Phillips to have a bye run. Now, again, his lovely daughter, Megan Phillips, marrying I'm going to go ahead and say it, my handsome son, Donovan Stott. This past weekend, they got hitched, got married, and there again, another one of them relationships that formed Southeast Gassers. They met, Megan and Donovan met at Southeast Gassers about 6 years ago, started dating, and lo and behold, here they are married this past weekend with a honeymoon out in Las Vegas. There we look inside, Kenneth Phillips chunking that transmission. Look at that, Rick, pumping that baby into gear, a little bump of the clutch. Man, if that don't make a hair stand up on your neck, nothing will.
Watch his Silver Streak. He's
ready to rock and roll. Dean Jonas in the right lane, and Ben Christopher in the left. Two South Carolina boys getting ready to do battle up here on the hill in Tennessee.
This is a 2-round win right here. If you win this round, you're advanced. You've got to buy the next round. You're advanced into the 4th round.
Yeah, there's Dean Jonas.
So
a look in on
right
Dean Jonas.
Gonna be, they're looking at it. They're going to know. This right here is going to be a 2-round win.
Good shot right there. The burnout RPMs. Dean Jonas striking the highs, putting the heat in them. Here we go. I love those in-car shots, Rick. You know, it gives the man at home, the viewer, actually in some ways, a closer view than you can get here at the races.
The camera crew's doing an awesome
that
job.
Right there, I mean, dead in on that car, as close as you can get without getting in and closing the door and locking it behind you. Dean backing up, again, looking over the fender. Right there is one of the backup girls, Jenny Moses.
Christy. Birch bringing
Ben Christopher in. That's right.
The Happy Days car against the Agent Orange, a pair of Chevy 2s. Who's going to go to round number 4? Like I said,
no
this
one
is
knows.
A 2-round win right here.
But we're going to find out in just a few short seconds.
Wait for Jonas to stage her in. Wheels up by Jonas.
Dean Jonas, a good job over
all
Ben
the way
Christopher.
To the other end. When they come by here, it looked like Jonas out there a little bit, and he drove it all the way to the 660, took that win. It's going to put him into round number 4.
No question about it. Good job, Dean Jonas. Now, here we go. Barry Lynn, the little red wagon, taking on Leslie Horn in the Chick Magnet.
Yeah, this ran right here. He could really do everybody a favor if he could take the Chick Magnet out, but he's got his hands full.
Well, Barry Lynn has done it before. Barry Lynn's done a little bit of everything in the Southeast Gassers Association, including putting that little red wagon on its roof back over there in
South Carolina.
Aiken, South Carolina. Carolina Dragway about 3 years ago. That was while, you know, we had a deal going there with the Discovery Channel or whatnot. They was there. That was a race that was on Discovery Channel.
Yes, sir.
A good show there. Had about roughly 2 million people exposed to the Southeast Gassers Association back in 2020.
Little red wagon.
Or 2019, I believe it was.
Magnet here in the tower side.
Yeah.
Barry Lynn could do them all a favor by taking Horn out, but you're going to have to wait and see. My chick bad.
My chick bad, but one of them cars was going seriously flat on top end, losing a cylinder or more, one of the two of them. I can't say which one it was. Rick Varner, the dirt man, in the right lane. Gabriel Burrell in the left. Gabriel Burrell has got to redeem himself. He's got to hold on, and he's got a tough opponent in Rick Varner in the right lane.
Yeah, winner's going to get Kenneth Phillips in the Silver Streak, too.
Woo-wee, I tell you what, you talk about winning. You know, either driver that wins here, what's his reward? Kenneth Phillips. You know.
I won, but I got to run Kenneth Phillips into the next round. So it's just not. You can't do it.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, it's just crazy. You know.
I knocked one 6 foot down. Now I got one 7 foot
Yeah, you know, you just know where or what you go. Katie Jackson, beautiful girlfriend of Gabriel Burrell, doing the backup duties there ever so cautiously. This is crucial and critical. There is Billy Ison in the background doing the job of putting that car where it's got to be for its best chance of winning. Savannah Varner out front of Rick, getting ready to do battle. This is going to be one heck of a drag race because both of them are hungry. I got to say, Gabriel needs it more than Rick, but does he want it more than Rick? Who knows?
I think Rick Varner's just as hungry as
Absolutely,
Gabriel is.
absolutely.
Win for Varner. I mean, he's
oh, he loves to win as
car.
much as anybody.
Yes, sir. Little Chevy 2 against the 31 Model A. Red light start for Varner.
Exactly what Gabriel Burrell needed was a chance at a good, clean run to collect data with Rick Varner going red and crossing the center line. Go. Todd Blackwell, and he's, what is the name of that cotton picking thing?
Slingshot. He's coming out of that right-hand lane.
Got so many car names on my mind out here, I can't call them out for nothing. Him, JT Moses in the left lane, that beautiful, going sideways. Hang on to her, Justin. I hear you, buddy. Doing the smoky dig. Him and Todd Blackwell getting it done. Boy, I tell you, Rick, you know, you can sit at home and watch this thing. That's all great. Like we said, sometimes the view may be better. But to come out here and feel the electricity in the air, that's what you've got to do.
You look at the bleachers. I mean, you got fans hanging all over the fences here. You got them in the stands over
everywhere.
Here on the starting line.
Parking lot full. Parked down the side of the road. Now, that may be painting a bad picture for somebody to say, well, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to have to walk a half a mile. Don't worry. We're going to take care of you. You come to a Southeast Gassers event, we're going to get you in the gate, and we're going to put you on a show that is worth your time and money. I assure you. And as we were just saying, the people here, the packed parking lot, that is all testament to exactly the quality of show. Think about it this way. Modern day drag racing, the hardest thing they do is put people in the stands because modern day drag racing has become somewhat cookie cutter and boring. Not the Southeast Gassers Association, buddy.
No.
Our style of drag racing was the way drag racing was meant to be, and it's fixing to be put on display about right now.
Yes, sir. Winner's going to get Leslie Horn. Justin goes red.
Todd Blackwell winning that one in an ugly fashion with JT going red, but Todd Blackwell has been fighting the chassis on that car all weekend long. Now, sauerkraut, there is the Volkswagen H-Gas. Look at the wheel stand of that hot rod right there. Oh, man.
Paul Combast.
That's it. Let's take a shot here at one of the biggest deals in the Southeast Gassers Association, and that is a Southeast Gassers with an S, SoutheastGassersGear.com. Stephen Smith and family over here handling all of the things that you want to buy, the keepsakes, the t-shirts, all the decals, stickers, the Hot Wheel cars, everything available right here at the racetrack. And not only are they available at the racetrack, but you can also get it online, SoutheastGassersGear.com.
Yeah, they come out with some new hoodies and all that stuff. Brought myself one because we got 2 races and this weather's getting cool. It was kind of cool this morning here.
Oh, I tell you, Stephen and his designers, they keep coming up with some of the coolest things that they put on these shirts. I mean, just the neatest logos and stuff like that. It's just superb, no doubt about it. And I tell you, you know, the Hot Wheels cars, Rick, let's talk about that a minute. You know, I think it's a very big deal that when Hot Wheels come to the Sega, we didn't go to Hot Wheels. We didn't ask them to make us these cars. Hot Wheels come to Sega because of the popularity of that. Hot Wheels was wanting to do a Gasser series of cars. And then they come to us and said, we want to use Sega. That's the biggest name in Gasser racing by far.
Okay, TJ Harrell, towing and repair service here is local here out of Madisonville, Tennessee. I'd like to appreciate him for bringing rollbacks and stuff out here. Got all this stuff making. Hopefully we don't ever need him, but we've got to have somebody on hand and all that stuff. That's TJ Harrell, towing and truck repair out of Madisonville, Tennessee. He's on 250 Lands Road. in Madisonville, Tennessee. If in this area you need him, keep that in mind. TJ Harrell, Towing and Truck Repair, Madisonville, Tennessee. Give you a big shout out there. Appreciate you being here at Knoxville tonight. Hopefully we don't need your service and all that stuff, sir, but we do appreciate you being here.
Hi, I'm Ken Rainwater, driver of the Renegade Chevy 2, round 3, coming your way.
All right, coming up next, going to be our makeup round here in B-Gas. The winner's going to go to the finals. It's going to be Charlie Lee, Tennessee Charlie, the Ford Mustang, going against T.J. York, the Greenhorn Hillbilly. The man is chasing Ken Rainwater in the points. He's got to win this round to go, hopefully, because the winner of this is going to run in the finals against either Ken Rainwater or Toby Welch. Welch was trying to make it 2 races in a row. He won at our Ohio event. T.J. York having problems on that last run. Didn't get a good, clean run. He's in the tower side. Tennessee Charlie been running in that right-hand lane, and that's where he chose to go, putting T.J. York over in the tower side lane. The winner right here goes to the finals in B-Gas. Winner goes to the finals. Red light start for Charlie Lee.
And it has been a while since I got to talk to you. Been busy doing other things. But, brother, you headed back into the finals. Good job.
Well, it's good seeing you. It's good to get to talk to you. That's a good thing when we get to talk to you. But, yeah, it's running pretty good today. We had a little trouble there on our bye run. I got it a little bit too cold and it stumbled, but that run there, I think it run pretty good. I'm blind, so I can't see my ticket. I got to wait till I get back to get my glasses on. But
well, we'll let you get back and look at that as quick as possible. Like I said, I know things fought you a little bit this year. She's been kind of wild and bucky year, but hey, there you are still alive. The potential is still there for a second championship.
It's going to be a close one. We'll see what we can do here.
We'll look for you the next round. Thank you,
Ford
TJ.
over in the right-hand lane, Chevrolet in the tower side lane. This Renegade car, current points leader by about 5 rounds. Somebody's going to have to catch him, and they're going to have to, if they can knock him out now. Bush cylinder heads on this Moonbeam car. Who's it going to be? Rainwater in the tower side or Kobe Welch in the right lane? Clean start by both cars, upper end.
Ken Rainwater, come on out of there, buddy. I tell you, one more trip to the finals. Man, are you just dominating the big ass category this year.
Oh, I don't feel like it. Lord have mercy. This has been a rough day. We've had something wrong every single round. That was the first pass we've gone on the start line without something wrong. We had reverse handle broke. Second round up there, had no reverse. It's been one of them days, but they say, hey, you win your championships on your bad days, right?
You absolutely do, brother. The hard-fought ones are the one that mean the most. When you win them, they're the one that pay the highest dividend in that job of well done. But again, Ken, you know, you're just not giving poor old T.J. York nothing. You're giving him no room. Back on the live broadcast a little while ago, we was kind of counting up what had to happen for T.J. to have a chance. And as long as you stand right where you're at, he has no chance.
Yeah, well, T.J.'s not an ex-champion for no reason. And he's a good racer, and he knows what he's doing, and we're going to carry this thing to the end.
Well, we're going to wait and see, because this final round matchup between you and him is going to be epic.
It's going to be great. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Leslie Horn, driver of the 55 Chevy Chick Magnet A-Gas. Round 3 begins next.
Gabriel Burrell and Leslie Horn were tied in Ohio, but after Gabriel goes out first round in Ohio, he's making up some points here tonight, but he's the man he's chasing is still in as well. But you got to gain a little where you can. Gabriel Burrell, Tower side lane. Dean Jonas in that right-hand lane. Agent Orange against Southern Flyer. Chevy against Ford again. Dean Jonas. Look like Southern Flyer, Gabriel Burrell.
Gabriel Burrell, buddy, if there has ever been a sigh of relief, here's Dean Jonas giving you the good luck rev up going there, buddy. But I'm telling you, what a fight you've had. A midnight motor change last night after qualifying or testing didn't go your way. Car fought you left and right in qualifying today, but here you are, final round date with your nemesis, Leslie Horn.
I owe Leslie one. He's been coming back on me all season. I hadn't been able to do real great these last few races, but we're finally back in the finals, and the car made its best pass of the day, so maybe we've got something for him.
Well, he's out there on a bye run, seeing what the track will hold. He sounds mighty good, so this final round matchup between you and him should be one for the ages.
I hope so.
Good luck to you both.
Leslie Horn coming up now, making his single. He knows who he's going to have to run now. He's going to have to run the man that's chasing him in points. Chick Magnet going for 4 in a row. He knows he's going to have to run Gabriel Burrell in the finals. He's wanting to see what he's going to. He's going to have to make a good run here. He's not going to idle down.
Leslie Horn just catching a word with Gabriel Burrell down here. He's kind of been chewing his way to the final round, while I think you've been kind of cruising your way to the final round.
They ain't none of them cruising in A-gas, I can promise you that. Yeah, he's had to work a little harder today than I have, but we're fixing to make them both work here in just a few minutes.
Well, I told him this final round matchup between the two of you is going to be something. I called you his nemesis. You're the man that's standing in his way of his first championship. Of course, it'd be your first A-gas championship as well.
It'd be my first A-gas championship, too. I want it as bad as he does.
Well, all I can say is it's going to be one for the ages. I'm going to stand back and watch with no partiality. I know it's going to be a good one. Good luck to you both, Led.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Hi, I'm Roby from G4 Transmissions. Get ready. The finals are coming your way.
I'm Rocky Platt. I'm driving a Dixie Twister, the remake of Houston Platt Hall of Fame drag racers replica car, and looking forward to seeing these boys in the finals.
For the finals here in AFX, we followed up with Super Stock, then moved to C Gas, B Gas, and then the big dogs, A Gas. Wembley against Frazier. Big Mopar Ford showdown here in Knoxville tonight in AFX. Brad Wembley out there and backing up his brother, Christy Burchett. The backup girl up front, backing where Brad says that Todd needs to go, Robert Frazier. Don't do the big long burnouts like everybody else. He just does his burnout, drives up. Rita standing back there in the background. Southern Comfort Car won in Ohio. The last, Robert won up in Virginia, up at Radford, Virginia. Here he is in the finals here in Knoxville, Tennessee, close to his home once again. He lives up there in Bristol. Been running good all night long, so Wembley's going to have his hands full with him. Gonna be the black and blue Barracuda back in the winner's circle once again, Robert Frazier.
You know, there's some writing on the back of this thing, Robert Frazier, that says, let the big fish eat. And I be doggone if you ain't doing it this year, 2021, out here in the AFX experimental category. black and blue race team of you and Rita is just showing out. Race number 2 win for Robert Frazier.
That's right. It's about time, isn't it? It's about time.
Man, you've been fighting for a long time, and it is paying dividends.
I'm just so happy. So happy.
I know you are. What about Rita? Rita pretty tickled about this?
Oh, she'll be jumping up and down.
I bet she will, Robert. Congratulations, my man. They'll be waiting on you up there in the winner's circle. I bet they're going to take your picture.
I hope so.
Good job, Robert. Have a good one, my friend.
Hi, Rick Varner, the Dirt Man, headed to the finals. See you there.
Okay, coming up now, the finals in Superstock. Going to be the Dirt Man, Rick Varner, out of Kannapolis, North Carolina, going into the right-hand lane. He's going against the defending Superstock champion, Mark Hackett, out of Lebanon, Tennessee. He's his current points leader in 2021, so he's trying to go 2 years in a row, and if he wins, he could be the first back-to-back winner, because Superstock runs first. Like Mitch says, he would technically be the first back-to-back winner if he could go ahead and finish it off here in 21 with 2 more races to go. Huntsville, Tennessee, coming up October the 16th. And then our final race at Shadyside, Shelby, North Carolina, going to be coming up November the 6th. Christy Burchett backing Hackett into where he needs to be. Rick Varner, daughter Savannah, out there getting him where he needs to be. The Dirt Man from Kannapolis, Lebanon, Tennessee, Mark Hackett, here in the Towerside Lane. Another Ford Chevy showdown here in Knoxville. Following this, going to be Seagas, another big showdown there as well, but we got to get through Superstock. Hackett against Varner, Chevy against Ford. Or technically Mercury, but Varner, he won up in Virginia as well in Superstock. Like he may be out on Hackett. Gonna be Rick Varner of Kannapolis, North Carolina. The Dirt Man wins again in Superstock.
Rick Varner, man, I gotta tell you, the current points leader and world champion on the trailer with a hole shot. I understand he had a little performance, that old Ford or Mercury is stout, but Rick Varner strapped a hole shot on him. The driver winning this round of Superstock, and not only this round, but this race up here on the mountain in Knoxville, Tennessee. Good job.
Appreciate it, Mitch. It's been a tough one, but putting out 1 and 2 was pretty good, but winning's better.
You know, you have just climbed every mountain that Superstock had to offer today, and that's why I say, Rick Varner, you won today, my friend, you and team.
Told Quayne this week, I said, I don't worry about the fast guys. I said, I'll just drive.
Just drive it. And you done it today, my friend. Black Camaro back in the winner's circle. That's 2 for 2021, man. Tell you what, they're going to start to hate this thing.
Thank you, Mitch. Appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Josh Pruitt, driver of the Youngblood. Finals for Seagas coming up next.
One down and 3 to go. Coming up next, going to be Superstock. 2 guys out of Inman, South Carolina. Josh Pruitt, the Youngblood car, going against Larry Floyd, the Stud Muffin 62 Chevy 2. Out of Inman, South Carolina as well. Josh Pruitt going to be coming out of this right-hand lane. Towerside lane going to be the Stud Muffin, Larry Floyd. He was hoping to go to the finals up in Ohio, but Billy Wilson becoming his first win, and the first win for a pickup in the Southeast Gashers. Josh Pruitt got that burnout. Floyd got his burnout. Going to back that Stud Muffin up. Try to use that Fulton horsepower to put down a 10-time winner, Josh Pruitt, the Youngblood car. Wife Gabby back there watching back there behind him. Elizabeth Phillips backing Larry Floyd into where he needs to be. He's going to have to be on his game. Because Josh Pruitt, like I say, he picked up 10 wins. His aunt's pulled him into the beams. Stephen Smith giving us that close-up shot of that Youngblood car here. C-Gas Finals here from Knoxville, Tennessee. He's done one 10 times. Can he make it 11? Floyd's already picked up a couple of wins. Driving the former C-Gas World Champion car. Pruitt out first. It's going to be Josh Pruitt. Josh Pruitt, the Youngblood car going down, winning. Josh Pruitt picking up that win, making 11 times he's won in Sega. He won in Radford. He's won the last 2 out of 3 races.
Josh Pruitt, man, it is official. Another win. That's 3 this year, 2021. Buddy, I mean, you're just getting better with age.
I hope so. I mean, but we're still missing that championship. We still fall short, but it's been a good year. I got to give credit to my sponsors, my crew. We work our tails off on this car, just like everybody else. But super proud of how the car's running, how the crew. I mean, everything's working together this weekend for us.
And you should be. I mean, excellent performance all weekend long. Heck, every race you've been to, you've had great performance, a good car, good crew. You made a mistake up there in Ohio. We all do if we're trying. But the point of it is, Josh, you're back winning, and you won that one on a hole shot.
Yes, sir. I knew I was a little outpowered there. So I knew I had to make up the ground somewhere. So you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
You do, but you done it on that one, so tell them on the way home they owe you a steak dinner.
That sounds good to me.
Hi, I'm Ken Rainwater, driver of the Renegade Chevy 2. B-Gas Finals coming your way.
Coming up next is going to be Ken Rainwater out of Birmingham, Alabama, going against Columbus, Ohio's T.J. York, the Greenhorn Hillbilly. Ken Rainwater, current points leader in 2021. T.J. York, the defending champ in B-Gas. He's trying to run Rainwater down, but he can't do it. He can only hope that he can beat Rainwater here in the finals, but that's going to be a tough task because nobody's been able to do it. Ken Rainwater has really been on his game here lately. The Renegade going against the Greenhorn Hillbilly. Pair of Chevrolets lined up here in at Knoxville, Tennessee here tonight in the finals in B-Gas. Who's it going to be? Neither one wants to stage. Trying to play some of those mind games, guys. Nobody's been able to rattle Rainwater lately. T.J. York didn't make a clean pass on his bye run last time. Rainwater out there first. Upper end's going to be T.J. York, the Greenhorn Hillbilly.
It is done, my man. Talk about redeeming yourself, and you done it at the expense of Ken Rainwater. Good job, my friend.
Buddy, I'll tell you what, Rainwater, he's having his way with us this year, and I owed him one from Virginia, and it seems like every time I run him, I mean, it's neck to neck, just like the Birch Boys. I mean, you just don't get no better than them guys, and if this is tough racing over here in Southeast Gassers. If you ain't on your game, you're going to get your butt put on the trailer.
I was talking about you earlier on the live broadcast, TJ, about these shark-infested waters, and you got Ken Rainwater on one side and you got Birch on the other. Man, you right thick in the middle of it. But, buddy, you came out on top, slaying the dragon. You the man. Go get your picture took. They be waiting on you, TJ York.
Appreciate it, sir. Good talking to you. I'm Gabriel Burrell, driver of the Southern Flyer 31 Ford. The finals are headed your way. I'll see you there.
One final left to go, and that's going to be A-Gas. It's going to be the three-time, that won the last three races, going for Ford Road. Leslie Horn out of Bowling Springs, South Carolina. He's going against Columbus, North Carolina-based Gabriel Burrell. Ford Chevy hookup. Fulton horsepower under the Chick Magnet. John Causey horsepower under the 31 Ford of Gabriel Burrell. The small block Ford. Gabriel could collect that bounty money put out on Leslie after they start winning so many events. They put a bounty on it. Anybody can take them out, and Leslie's made it back to the finals. Can he make it 4 in a row? My Chick Bad on the back of that Chick Magnet, Leslie Horn. He was bad in Ohio. Is he going to be bad in Knoxville tonight? He's trying to outrun that Southern Flyer of Gabriel Burrell. Burrell in the tower side, Horn into the right-hand lane. Neither one won't the stage. Looks like Horn goes in. Going to be a showdown and a throwdown here in Knoxville tonight. They're both in, ready to go. Who's it going to be? Gabriel Burrell, Southern Flyer, knocking off Leslie Horn in the finals here in Knoxville, Tennessee. My Chick Bad, but not bad enough for that Southern Flyer, as the bounty that was put on Leslie Horn today is going to be collected.
Gabriel Burrell, come on out of that Southern Flyer. I know you got a lot to say. I mean, talk about a Cinderella story. My God, man. You came here, I wouldn't have gave you 10 cents for an A-Gas victory today, but yet here you stand.
I don't even know what to say. Man, yesterday sucked. Put a new engine in there, no time to test, just got down to the wire, get here, it don't run like we want, go back to the old trusty motor, it'll be close enough. Come out here today, number 4 qualifier, car's not really doing great. That round's miserable, but somehow we're here.
Like I said, at the start of the day, heck, the start of the weekend, I wouldn't have give you 10 cents for an A-Gas victory this weekend, but boy, here you are. You salvaged one round back away from Leslie Horn. This thing is not over yet.
I ain't planning on giving up here to where Shadyside. We'll see what happens there, but 3 o'clock this morning, yes, my hopes were not very high, but first round of qualifying, they really weren't. I about took the wall down, but it kept getting better and better until that final round, but the track was getting pretty damp, I'm assuming, so I'm happy with it.
Well, that it is, you know, but we got to race in all conditions. Unfortunately, there's 2 races left. There's roughly, 8, maybe 9 rounds, depending on the number of cars of competition left in the A-Gas category for the championship. Buddy, like I said, it ain't over yet. This is going to be a good battle.
Can't wait to see what happens. We'll give it all we got, so thank you, Mitch.
Good job. They'll be waiting on you for pictures.
I was trying to take you out down there.
I saw you come back around a couple of times. Okay, there you there. I was like, don't
Man,
come by, don't come by.
I was all over the wall and down here.
Mine started
I grabbed 4th, and it was all over.
Mine started spinning a little bit high. When I got on the brakes at the end of the track, it's hopping around.
Yeah, I was about to ride you past your side there across the line. Good job, buddy.
Coming out.
You worked hard.
Lord, as we race today, we pray for safety for our competitors. We pray for a good, fun day. We are thankful for everyone who has taken time to be here today, and we pray for their safety in their time here and their return home. For it's in your gracious heavenly name we pray. Amen.